Now, Wave 31 Storm Tracker Chief Meteorologist Jeff Castle with 31 Triple Doppler.
Well, Jeff, the weather is calm and quiet here,
Yes.
but in Florida, they're facing another story there.
Whole different story, and we are just hours now away from a landfall. They've already been feeling the impacts today there across the state of Florida. There have been tornadoes, the wind is picking up, the rain has been coming on in, and in some places the worst is yet to come. Let's get you the latest from the National Hurricane Center. This is a 4 o'clock update. Milton does continue to weaken ever so slightly, but it remains powerful major hurricane, Cat 3 on the scale of 1 to 5. Winds are sitting at 120 miles per hour. But keep in mind what the impacts are going to be out of this. That's already been predetermined because of how powerful of a storm it was just in the last 12 to 24 hours. And that is all the ocean that has been stirred up as a result of this wind. And it's going to be those waves and the rise in sea levels coming inland. That's going to do a tremendous amount of damage along the coast. The pressure going up just slightly. It is moving fairly quickly northeast at 17 miles per hour. And we do expect that as we head into the late evening and overnight hours, the center of the storm, the eye, which you can see here spinning on the latest regional radar out of Florida, that will be crossing from the ocean and inland, moving on shore, probably very close to Sarasota, or at the very least somewhere between Tampa and Sarasota. You can see the rain coming on in. They're already dealing with that, as well as strong gusty wind. And some of these bands of thunderstorm activity that you see here that have been moving through central and eastern parts of the state, those have been producing tornadoes. So there's been a lot already that's occurred with Milton inland here across the state of Florida. Again, we do expect it to come in over the next several hours by 2 o'clock in the morning. Still likely at hurricane strength, as it's about halfway between Tampa and Orlando. From there, it will emerge off the coast of Florida heading into the day on Thursday. Still a tropical storm Thursday afternoon, but quickly pulling away out to sea and losing its tropical characteristics. So we'll be saying goodbye to Milton, but again, the impacts will linger for a while, and the recovery could be significant in terms of the amount of time. The storm surge, that is one of the biggest destructive elements of these tropical systems as they come inland. You have your normal sea level, but because of the lower pressure and the wind, that causes the ocean levels to rise and get pushed inland as a result. And in some cases, this surge, as we call it, can exceed 12 feet. And unfortunately, that is the expectation here in the purple color just outside of Tampa Bay down through Sarasota and near or just north of Fort Myers. A surge of more than 12 feet is expected. This is where the most destruction will occur in coastal areas. And again, inland,